Hello, welcome to my channel Awesome Learning, and today's topic is blood grouping in human body or the human blood, and we are going to discuss about this from two resources we are having, that is your NCERT and the PPTs that I have in front of you. Now children, as you see in your book, ABO grouping is based on the presence or absence of two surface antigens. Okay, now children, first of all, what is an antigen? So an antigen is a chemical. Okay, and due to the presence of this chemical, some kind of response will be shown by your immune system. If the presence of this chemical or the absence of this chemical, that is presence of the antigen and the absence of the antigen, will decide how your immune system is going to respond. Okay, so you see on the RBCs, namely there are two types of antigens, A and B. Similarly, the plasma of different individuals contain two natural antibodies. Now children, please listen to this very carefully, that RBCs have antigens and plasma has antibodies. Okay, RBCs are having antigens and plasma are having antibodies. Okay, now the antibodies will produce a response to antigens. Okay, suppose, let me show you here, blood group A. Blood group A has antigen A on the RBC, and that person's plasma are having anti-B as the antibodies. Now children, what kind of antibodies this blood group has? Anti-B. That means it is against B. So this person can receive blood only from a person who is having antigen A, or a person who is not having any kind of antigen. Please mark my words properly. The person who is having blood group A, he or she can have blood transfusion or can receive blood from a person who is either having antigen A or who is not having any antigen at all. That means he can, donor's group can be, or this person can receive blood from either a person who has a blood group A or a person who has a blood group O. Why? Because O is the person who is not having any antigen. See, O, the person O has no antigens at all. Now children, to explain this, let me give you one example. Suppose a person has an accident and he got lot of loss of blood. He was on a road accident and he lost lot of blood in that accident, and he was brought to the hospital now, and the doctors want to give him blood immediately. Now the doctors tested the person's blood and they found that the person who was in the accident, his blood group is A. Now if in a hurry or due to some mistake this person was given a blood B, what will happen? Now as soon as blood group B enters his body, the antibodies present in this person's blood, which antibodies he has? Anti-B, you see. The antibodies which are present in the plasma of this person's blood, they will, as soon as they will see B group coming in the body, they will show response because they are anti-B. They will show response and they will try to kill the cells because they think that these are the foreign cells which should not be present in the body. They are anti-B. So the body will try to show response which will be against the blood group B, and hence this will be very fatal. It will be a great problem. Understood? Now if suppose this person was given a blood from AB blood group, again though there is A, so the body will accept blood group A, but there is also B antigen, and again this person's body is anti-B, so it will also reject this blood group. So both these blood groups will be rejected. But if the person is given a blood group O, now there are no antigens. Because there are no antigens, so the person's plasma or the antibodies in the plasma will have no issues or no problems because there are no antigens at all. That is why this person can be given blood only from two sources. One is blood group A and the other is blood group O. Okay. Similarly, with blood group B, the antigens present are B, but the antibodies present in the plasma are anti-A. So, who can give the blood to this person? B or O. And in this case, children, AB blood group can receive blood from any one of them because they have both the antigens. Okay. So if AB person is giving the blood, then also no issues because they do not have any antibody. There is no one here to oppose. There is no one here to oppose. Okay. In case of blood group A, who is the one who is opposing? Anti-B. Here who is opposing? Anti-A. And here who are opposing? There are two parties who are in opposition, A and B. But in this case, there is no opposition. Nobody is bothered. कोई भी आए, A भी आए, A आए, B आए, O आए, कोई भी आए, कोई टेंशन नहीं है, जो मर्जी आए. But यहाँ they cannot allow anyone. Only O can be given to the O person can give blood to O. Now because anyone can give blood to this blood group, that is why this is known as AB is known as universal recipient. And because O blood group can give to everyone, you see, here also it can give, here also it can give, here also and here also. Because blood group O can give blood to everyone. That is why blood group O is known as universal donor. Okay, so these are the basic concepts that I have told you. One more thing here I wanted to say was blood group were discovered by Karl Landsteiner. Please mark this or note it anywhere you want to. Okay, so there were four types: type A, type B, type AB and type O. Now children, you can see that in type A they have shown you triangular shapes on the RBCs, just to tell you that there is a certain type of sugar present on the membrane of this RBC. Similarly, here they have given a circular shape on the type B because the type of sugar here present on the membrane of RBC is different from the one present on the A type. And because this is type AB, so you see both the shapes are present, triangular and circular, because both the types of sugar are present on this kind of RBC. And here in type O, there is no sugar present on the RBC. So that is why we call it as ABO grouping, because only three types of antigens are alleles are present. One is A, allele A, other is B, and the third one is O, because this is the combination of the first two. So we call it as ABO grouping. Okay, see, it is based on the presence or absence of two surface antigens. As I told you here, surface antigen, antigen A and B, okay, antigen A and B present on the RBCs. Similarly, plasma has two types of antibodies. Antigens are present on the RBCs and antibodies are present in the plasma. So there are two types of antibodies, anti-A and anti-B. There are two types of antigens, again antigen A and antigen B, and there are two types of antibodies which are against these antigens, anti-A and anti-B. So again the same, you see the table which is in your NCERT also, the same table they have made here also, just to explain it. Okay, now children, antigen, to just to explain again, once again I tell you this, this is antigen A reacts with anti-A. Okay, antigen A reacts with anti-A and antigen B reacts with anti-B. Mixing of bloods with interactive antigens and antibodies will call what? Clumping or agglutination of RBCs. So if we try to mix wrong blood groups together, what will happen? Clumping will happen. This is what is clumping they have shown. See, this is anti-A and this is the erythrocytes of antigen A. Now anti-A and antigen A cannot come together, you see. If there is antigen A, then the antibody is B. So by mistake, if this is the combination, antigen A along with antibody A, then this is a wrong transfusion, and due to this wrong transfusion, what will happen? They will clump. गुच्छा बन जाएगा, they will clump, and this is called agglutination, and which will be fatal or harmful for the person if this happens. Okay, see, group is universal donor, as I told you, because it can donate blood to everyone, all the blood groups, and AB is the universal recipient because it can receive blood from all the blood groups. Okay, now see children, this was about blood grouping, antigens, antibodies, and why we should be very careful while blood transfusions, because they can lead to agglutination, which can be harmful for the patient also, right?